Hello and welcome to MFackCoaching. If this is your first time finding my channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning. I'm so glad you're here. In this video, I am going to decorate my Erin Condren work journal. This is the planner that I use to organize this channel and other things that go along with my coaching. And I'm going to use the detailed florals and some additional stickers and maybe some washi. We'll see, that I got from Michael's today. I'm leaning into the Valentine's Day today. So if that interests you, I encourage you to stick around. I am so excited to be here today and to talk about Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is one of those holidays that I feel like is really important when we are kids. And we have so much fun with it when we're kids. We bake all the food, all the goods. Well, our parents, let's be honest, some caretaker buys or bakes all the food. We take it in, we eat all this candy for a day. Now, some of the worst candy, it's gotten better, but there's some Valentine's like candy that's like those candy hearts. Some of them are really good. Some of them are like chalk. Who came up with the chalk ones? I don't know. But anyways, I just feel like it's one of those holidays that, like, you know, it gets commercialized, and I don't know, it's just easy to diminish in some ways, and or to ignore all that good stuff, which makes sense to me. But I want to bring back some of the love for Valentine's Day this year. Now, in full disclosure of the romantic side of things, my husband will be working on Valentine's Day. He actually runs a film festival, the Common Good Film Festival. If you are a film festival buff, I will actually provide a link in the comments below so you can check that out. It is a set of movies you will be able to watch from the comfort of your own home, of course, due to COVID, but all about the common good. And there are some additional things that go along with that. Sometimes they're able to do additional, bring in speakers, things like that. So I don't actually know all the details this year of how that's going to work, but if you are a film buff, it is definitely worth checking out. I am loving these really big flowers, and so I am going to start with using those today. And I'm just trying to think about how I want to lay them down, particularly this gorgeous, huge one. It is just big and beautiful, and I just love it. Oh, flowers are so pretty. And I love this big Erin Condren because, you know, it doesn't even take up a whole day. Like, no matter where I place it, it's not the whole day. It's great. I just love it. And so it really gives me lots of space to play with. It is clear. All right, I'm gonna lay that down there. And I'm going to cut off these flowers, of course, but I'm not going to waste them. I will use them somehow for sure because they are too pretty to waste. So maybe I'll just have them sticking up as though they're coming out of this February calendar, I think. There we go. Now we'll see, in non-COVID times, like this would be a lot to carry around. So that might be somewhat problematic, but I'm also loving working from home. Like I cannot even explain how much joy I am finding from working from home. That surprised me. I really did not anticipate loving working from home. I always feared that I would struggle with not being able to have a desk to get away to, struggle with just being distracted by things. And it would be a lie if I told you I never struggled with any of that. If I told you that, you can just laugh at me. But the balance, so to speak, the work-life balance that I truly feared would not be good, it is actually so much healthier. So, I mean, I can't even, it's so much healthier. I just really think I want one more of these roses, and I'm just not sure if I want to maybe continue this down. I may make this like a grouping of roses. If you've watched my channel before, you do know I love to layer. Just don't know. Oh, there we go. I'm liking that. All right. Yes. Those are not quite big enough. This one might be. Lacey got a new toy today. I don't know if you can hear it. It squeaks, but it's also really crinkly. She loves that crinkle sound. So it is in the shape, her toy is in the shape of a snail. And yeah, it's just so cute. So if you hear a little bit of, or a bit of crinkling in the background, that's what you're hearing. And I, of course, just think it's the cutest because I'm in love with this dog. I'm in love, guys. No surprise there, but how quickly she got my heart does still somehow surprise me. But as I said in my last video, I want to talk about love this month, but not love in the traditional romantic sense, at least not purely in that sense, but love specifically in more of a way of like helping ourselves feel lighter, helping the world be a brighter place. Lightness is this word that I keep focusing on. I think because, as I say, like COVID just makes me feel like everything is really like worn down. Like I'm just exhausted. Like the idea of like, I mean, I've posted this before, that the idea of getting from my couch to this chair that I'm in right now is sometimes exhausting. I'm like, and I mean, we're talking 5 feet, maybe. So it shouldn't be that exhausting, but that is how I feel. It's just exhausting. And so I want to think about love and putting out love in the world that makes things feel lighter and happier and more refreshed, maybe. that word is speaking to me. But I also, and I can't take credit for this, I was listening to a podcast that is On Being with Krista Tippett is what it was called, and it, Krista Tippett was interviewing a man who is a bird watcher, and I believe maybe also a poet. And he just kind of in passing made this statement about love as the justice we give ourselves. And I knew immediately that I was, and not love, joy. Joy is the justice that we give ourselves. And I knew immediately that that was a phrase that I was going to love and to sit with, but I couldn't exactly tell you why. I knew like it was resonating with me big time, but it took me a while to figure out exactly why that is. And I finally was talking to my husband about it. And he asked me, he was like, well, why? How does that resonate with you? And I realized a lot of it has to do for me with social justice. And the things that we think about, like when we don't, if we don't like someone, if we're frustrated with someone, if we're unhappy with someone, particularly someone on the other side, like politically, or who we believed, who has wronged us, we don't wish joy for their lives. I mean, maybe we should, and maybe you do, maybe you're better than I am, but my default mode is rarely to wish joy for the people who have made my life miserable, for whatever reason, whether that is like political, just arguing about political views, or actually made me mad for one way, for one reason or another, intentionally or not. I tend not to think great thoughts for them. I might not wish them ill, but that doesn't mean that I wish them joy. And so it led me to believe, I was like, oh, well, that joy is justice then. Like, it's the justice we give to ourselves, because if there's somebody out there who opposes us, who is essentially not necessarily wishing ill, but certainly not wishing like true joy for us, and we have that joy, like that is bringing some justice into our own lives. There is something to me really interesting about that idea of joy as justice. Joy, when you can experience joy, and particularly if you can experience it in your own lives, in the small things, and of course in the big things. Like, we need to remember to celebrate what we do, celebrate those events, no matter how small they are. If you set a goal and you reached that goal, let's celebrate. I've done 1 month now of these videos, and I'm loving it. And so I will be expanding to try to start some other things, to add some things to these videos. But I want to take that moment to sit with the joy that I was able to do something, put it out there, face my fears, and celebrate the conversations that I've gotten to have with many of you who are my early watchers, which I'm so appreciative of all of you and all of your comments. I don't usually like these circles, but something about with the hearts and the flowers that already are kind of a circle, they were calling out to me. So I'm going to go ahead and place a few of them. Enjoying that. I added these hearts up here because I wanted another of these, but I wanted it smaller, so I went ahead and just drew that in. going through this book. These flowers are just so gorgeous. I can't wait to use them with these like rose gold foil. So pretty. Do like these. I like having a place. I tend to want to create lists in this planner. Lists of my next videos, list of my next, list of thoughts for what I could do for future videos. But I like to offset those lists because there is little to no reason why those lists have to go on a particular day when it's really just about the future in general. Now this brought in some of this yellow, so now I'm going to try and find things that bring in more of that yellow. All things with love and flowers. I like that. This one says bloom, which I really enjoy also. I am hoping that I am flourishing and blooming on this channel, so to speak. So let me know what you think about this idea of love as justice. Does that resonate with you? Does it mean nothing to you? But there is something about being able to experience joy. You know, when you are depressed, one of the things that is really hard is to experience joy. And being able to do that, there is there is something that is justice in that. It's like you being able to face down that depression and be like, the depression doesn't own me. It's not it is not the end all and be all. There is justice in the world if I can laugh. I don't know. I just really, really am resonating with that phrase. And of course, now I'm trying to justify why, because it just kind of caught me almost off guard as so beautiful. And I am still in some ways trying to figure out exactly why that is. Definitely, these boxes aren't quite right because I don't want to add yet another color. We've got the green, we've got these pinks, we've got the yellow now. Could do with a little orange, but I think I'm going to let that slide. I don't think that little amount of orange is going to bother me too much. Ooh, but first, that's a good one. I'm going to add that. Just because it's talking about the first. Let's go ahead and put it on Monday so I can think about what it is that does need to go first. I like this. Now we've got 3 boxes, so that makes me happy. We've got the 3 yellow. There's technically 4 hearts, but we're going to call those 3 hearts. Lots of these little flowers. Yeah, this is coming along quite nicely. I don't know. I might add... There's just not a lot of red actually already in this spread, so I may not end up using any of the washi at all. do like boxes, but I feel like I've got the boxes that I need on here. Embrace all that is you. Now I like that. That seems very perfect for my spread when it comes for Valentine's Day. You know, for me, it really is a little bit about you know, as you're thinking about joy, you think about love. It's not just about romantic love with other people. It is about yourself. So I really like that. I don't want to put it where it's going to come up over one of these colors, these little color blocks, because that will bother me because the sticker is clear. But I don't mind being able to, oops, got a little bubble in it. There we go. Overlap it with that sticker. Oh, embrace all that is you. Love that for Valentine's Day. I like this plan on it. Oop, there's a celebrate sticker. Let's put that on here since I was focusing on celebrations earlier. Maybe I will tell myself to make a little list of what I can celebrate after my first month on my channel. I love it. Let's take a step back and look at this. This space down here is empty, which should be okay, but is currently bothering me. Let me see if there's something like small. Green, maybe just a little bit of green. So here it is. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that I've left you with a little something to think about when it comes to joy and how you can allow laughter to fill your life as a way to celebrate Valentine's Day, as a way to celebrate justice and let there be just a little bit more justice in your own life, in the life of those in your lives. It's a life a lot. Sorry, guys. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you in the future. If you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button below and to watch any of my former videos that you may not have seen yet. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.